comes to Eltharion. It is my duty, our duty, to endure. Stand with me. For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 25 of our legendary Eltharion the Grim Immortal Empires campaign. As to what is going to be one of probably the last episodes here for this campaign, we are nearing the very end. I don't know if we're actually going to go all the way to the Long Victory campaign, because what we need to do is just sack 15 more settlements. And we have kind of already ranged quite far away from our own territory, so we need to deal with... We can go after Kugath and the remainders of Clan Rictus, and then I've got a couple of armies that we have picked on up from our allies here. So we've got the Wood Elves from the Heralds of Twilight, Adelhard Machaud, either way, some Knights of Bretonnia, Gustav Priskok and his Gunpowder and Faith, and then Lorna from Over the Garden Wall, going after Clark Rond. Lorna. He's got several dragons here. They're going to both go after Clark Rond. We just need to sack, raise, or capture 15 more settlements, so we are going to go on a maximum aggression mode.
No.
With same thing here with the likes of Yennefer. I'm not actually going to keep the Silvered Tower. The plan initially was to give this thing over to Malice.
Rocks somewhere else. Scum.
I mean, fair. How much gold will you give me? 7,000's quite a bit. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna do it. I don't want Sigvald to be gaining any souls for conquering the settlement, but I'm going to go ahead and abandon it. So we'll go ahead and give the Silver Tower to... Now we're gonna be trespassing then. We can't give it to anyone else. So that's the way. Trespassing is no problem, we'll just take the 8k from him, give him the tier 4 settlement, and now we charge down Farmort.
Ready yourselves. Student of Teclis.
And by charge him down, I think I'm gonna mean just walk alongside him and see if he's brave enough to fight us. We need to stay in an camp stance, and if we swap over into fighting him, we will not have the movement left to switch back into a camp stance, so let's make sure we're good and safe. We'll go after those settlements instead. So I did disband an army down here in the Plain of Bones. We had the one here in Bitter Bay. She came up, dropped off those Spire Guard of Yvresse, which are going to help Eltharion deal with the invading rats.
Sword ready.
Same thing with Garahus. They can't reach her, either one, in March stance, so we're going to have her threaten the Black Fortress and see if the rats continue to go for their all-in on Eltharion. Here at the Desolation, let's go for the upgrades that we have access to. Pretty much the only settlement we do. Everything else is kind of just waiting, so we got 20,000 gold. Probably a really good idea just to kind of sit, hang out with it. Coming up to conquer this bit of land from Karazakarak, I think is a good idea, but there's really no telling where they're going to come from. It's the fastest way there. Looks like across the land this way. So we do have the access pact with Karazakarak, so we'll go up that way. Running glorious. If anything, I'd like to do some more spending on heroes, but I just don't think we can get any over here. We have a lot over in Yvresse proper, but I need them elsewhere too. Just don't think we can. Now we've got the Mistwalker Keep here, which, well, fantastic, stops us from getting any heroes. Okay, then we'll just come on back over with Eltharion and company. Since he is garrisoned and he has not moved. Don't worry, we definitely know. I am happy to go ahead and actually upgrade any of these outposts we have for more influence, because we're going to be using the influence to kind of keep Karazakarak from going to war with us. Cult of Sigmar, go ahead and upgrade that one. We are down to 4,000 gold. Man, the gold goes so quickly. In fact, since we're probably going to get an alliance with them faster, let's go ahead and do some upgrades here in the Witchwood and with factions that we don't. naturally ally with. And like that, we've got no more gold. Now let's end the turn. Alright, so now we've got Urkathal and Far and Mort coming in together. We'll just go ahead and give that one to the auto-resolve. You poor fools, you're too late game to face me in true combat.
Their lives for coin.
Oh, old Boris bites the dust. Sad, but it does often happen. Alright, Tramps, what's the plan? You got a pretty scary army. But I still think we could take you. This might be one that we have to fight personally, but let's see here.
Joy is wanton.
Joy is one. We got so many followers. Good grief. Alright, let's go ahead and bring Gilgallion on down.
At once.
Where is that other army at? Well, here's Morphagrod. So, can we get Eltharion over to reinforce? There is an extremely low likelihood that they stay and fight us. Should they be intercepted, retreat will be impossible, but they can retreat otherwise.
Obey the vow. The Warden of Tor Yvresse. Recuperate and replenish.
I'd like to have Eltharion drop into an ambush. I do think Garahus can take them. Here's what we'll do instead. We'll force them to be defensive. So we'll come on back to Ruins End.
Alphuan Princess.
No glory. Only sons.
They are building up more units though, so that means distracting us also is being pretty useful for them. Let's have Eltharion drop into that ambush like I want. We got 50% chance to succeed here.
Obeying orders.
Still quite spooky. And that's just the nature of fighting Skaven that are that high level. Especially when they're rolling with nothing but doom stacks of Elpid Abominations. That is no joke. Alright, so
For the vortex.
there's no telling if Karaz or Karak will get involved if we are forced into combat, so let's...
Benediction.
We're gonna be taking attrition no matter what, huh? That looks like not right here in Morgon.
Led by the winds.
We'll sneak our way across. Alright, cool. Now all of our loaned armies. We're gonna try to grab a couple of more, too. So, Pritzkalk, I'd like you to come over here after the Deadhead Monoliths. Can we get you up to do any raiding? I don't think High Elves are able to raid, so by proxy he isn't either. No, but he does have Lilith's Blessing.
Yes, a sound plan.
Let's ambush it up. That's one more settlement for us.
Protector.
Adelhard. Really, there's nowhere safe for you to go after. The way the land has been conquered is mostly going to be pitting order factions against one another.
Onward.
So if we run out of enemies, I'll probably just go ahead and call the campaign there. I don't feel like fighting a bunch of thematically armies we would thematically be allied with. Alright, so into our diplomacy. Do we have just enough to get a good army with you? Rilacha is nothing but skinks. Do you really think you're going to conquer anything with this? He's trying. Likely all out of movement, too. Well, we'll keep saving for an opportune moment there. With a couple of our allies, we have just not quite enough to grab any good armies. That's fine. Alright, sweet. So let's go ahead and find the other lords that haven't been moved. Yennefer, I believe, is still stuck up here in the north after annihilating that two combo of lads. We'll go ahead and drop in the Invocation of Vol now to help us with those sieges. the Winged Staff, the Helm of Cain, the Ruby Guardian Phoenix, or the Enchanted Spyglass. All allies have a 10% base missile damage, or the Winged Staff just gives us a nice bound crows. I'm here for that. Let's go for the Winged Staff. Lorna.
High Elven
Oh, we can't give you the Winged
Archmage.
Staff.
Ready yourselves.
Well, Malekith's moving to defend Clark Rond.
Forest Speaker.
And I'm sorry, is this Valkia? Not sure what this army's up to, but they are in for a long haul journey.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Lured by
Well, let's come on in this way. Lorna, her dragon, should have no trouble taking down Clark Rond, giving us a close victory. We're probably going to take pretty
They cannot
hefty
withstand
losses.
high
Yeah.
magic.
Not great at sending the dragons in and letting them do the work, are you?
Find my studies. I
Either way,
see
Clark Rond
the
is
winds.
mine now. Malekith can get on over here, but it's going to take him at least a little bit of time. Let's get this one on out, prepare here, and we can put in some walls, or at least attempt to.
The Mother Goddess guides me.
So you guys can move as one multicultural doom stack. Looks like we're just going to try to attack all three armies in the same place.
Knowledge awaits.
Or wound his exalted hero. Or wound yourself.
Infused by Hoet's wisdom.
With just one army we can take them, but if they bring both over together, we'll have a lot of trouble. Okay.
Weaver of spells,
Weaver of Spells.
led by the winds.
We just continue our merry journey. The Mammoth Rider. You've got lots of guys that look very allergic to arrows, so I would keep them well away from us. Get Elven Healing for a little bit more of that. I'm double up. Perfect. Replenishment for
Hoeth's
everyone.
disciple.
For this Lore Master, let's go ahead and finish off Melkoth's and then give him his combat skills. We've got the Spirit Leech for single entities, and then the Melkoths for the important high physical resistance troops like the Sisters of Slaughter.
Master of high magic.
Vera, your army also looks just terrifying. I'll go ahead and bring you out to conquer this mysterious
Toward
island.
power.
Got a couple of them out here. Let's take the power of Prescience, Treasury, and Favorable Winds. We'll just march dance over to the other.
Finds the wind.
Awesome. Right. And once again, we got 20,000 gold and not a lot to spend it on.
Master of high
Yorian, your
magic.
job is to defend. If we were to give you anything, it would likely just be... I mean, lion chariots are quite fun. They're also way too expensive. We can afford one more archer, though. So we shall. Even rebellions here at Broken Teeth, which, fair enough, 100% Skaven corruption is a nasty bit of work. I guess we can go over the outposts in Zord as well, so let's just drop into diplomacy real quick. People aren't super thrilled with us for making deals with Malice. Missions to hunt down Restra. He's right here. Hunt down Phaetor, and Phaetor. Everybody despises this chicken. Alright, then, since we've got the extra gold, let's go ahead and get just all the influence possible. Beautiful stuff. So 270 we can go ahead and drop in, see how much it's going to cost. 26. I'm not really interested in making the slave maker our friend. Weird how that works. Rezakarak will go ahead and improve relations once. I won't spend 44, but I'll spend 30. Alright, then we'll zoom on back down to Skaven Land and end the turn. Alright, they move in on the Citadel of Lead. Our guys haven't quite had the time to replenish, and it's going to give us a valiant defeat. This is one we are going to be required to fight. Thankfully, no mages here. Well, they do have a Spirit Leech mage. But we have a Soul Quench and Apotheosis mage. Also, I guess she's got herself some bound Uranus Thunderbolts, so your demonettes are about to disintegrate. Let's do it. Alright, so same as last time here when we're defending. We'll just hold up in one spot. Force them to come to us. These Marauder Horsemen are the only archers they've got, so we will stack on up here. Spears. Go ahead and pop in the trap barricade. Yes, deal with demonettes and such.
We will obey.
Now let's go Lothar Sea Guard with shields up front.
Lothar Sea Guard. It will be done.
Actually have a nice layer of fire, and then if anything gets through, they're getting stuck in those spears. These spearmen do have one of the worst jobs, but someone's got to do it. This one here, and we'll just go... We'll build this trap kind of as time goes on. So let's do the tower here. That's all we can really afford.
Archers!
All the archers haven't been deployed. We'll go ahead and bring them over. We'll focus fire this area first, and then we'll rotate them. We have the axes, the white lions in the back line.
For duty.
We got a couple more archer teams, which we should bring all into here. So the lightly armored archers just in the back.
Archers.
These three can just kind of spread out as well a little bit.
It shall be done. Archers.
Glorious. Silver helms. Or these are not silver helms. We're not quite that lucky. Alright, Reavers, where do we really want you? The answer is probably all the way over here. Our High Mage in between, that way she can heal up. Basically, we're probably just going to use her mainly to heal up the Spearmen. So let's give her with all of the infantry. All the missiles, and then lastly our Reavers. Glorious. Let's do the thing. How much magic do you have access? We've only got 20 total, so I think Soul Quench is going to be a complete waste. We'll need to use it only on Apotheosis. Alright, a little bit spooky, can't lie. Come on through there, Reavers. Here comes the enemy. Start to stream around, too. Alright, these archers can fire on these horsemen, if possible. Drop that Apotheosis, they need it so badly.
Archers.
Let's have this set of white lions move in. And so many enemies.
I will go.
Fall back just a bit here. Let's bring in the other white lions just in case we need them. We do have the extra Winds of Magic, give it to yourself. I guess we have to drop it right here. Oh, yeah, those archers are getting wiped out. Or spearmen, that is. They're fighting to the bitter end, but they are getting taken out. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop in the trap here as well. Reavers come on around. They're crunching through. Come on then. Hold the line. All these guys. I like that one of the units is in skirmish mode. Almost always.
For duty.
Where did those skirmish cab go? Did they just circle back around the other direction then get taken out? Works for me.
Archers.
It shall be done.
Archers, go ahead and burn yourselves. Fire on those marauders in the back line. Yeah, we're getting aggressively overwhelmed up there. Go ahead and drop in. So this time I didn't get to select it, it just activated. Who knows? Your Reavers get in here and scare off these, You're what you think you can in the back line here. You boys step up into the trap. Let's get another tower going. Oh, these guys are in skirmish mode too? What's going on?
Without fail.
I definitely didn't put them in that.
Serve the king. Understood. Acknowledged.
Master of sorcery.
Alright, Vera, go ahead and heal these while they're in Seaguard. They definitely need it.
Behold my power.
They're just going for our leadership building right off the bat, which is it's very clever. See if it works out for them.
We will obey.
As you say.
Take down the Marauders. They should, or the Trolls rather. They should get on fairly quickly.
Can I be praised?
As you say.
Those Forsaken need to get it too.
It will be done.
Granted, they should be quite thrilled with what they're getting.
Alright,
everyone. Rotate.
I will obey.
Those guys are broken.
Loyal. Apace.
While they're in Seaguard, move up.
Assor forward.
Heals here. Oh, so I guess you have to recharge it.
Eltharion Reavers.
Fair enough. Let's make sure none of these guys leave.
For order.
Alright, we've got 600. Can we go ahead and upgrade this one? And very, very soon we can. Alright, Reavers, now your job is to come around and capture this zone for us. Get this one upgraded up to a tier 2. And get the boys ready.
Son of Oathway.
Archers.
Archers, turret and fire on those trolls.
Attack.
Get that recharging.
Assor withdraw.
Yeah, it looks like friendly fire there was definitely not our friend. Let's drop the heals on the ones that are already a little bit wounded.
I summon the winds.
Quickly now. Onward.
Nothing's coming back on this side, so white line, actually. Those Forsaken are thinking about it.
The most potent spells.
Can't get any good soul quenches, and their lord's staying well away from us. Very brave he is. Alright, White Lion's going back for another charge.
Archers.
Make sure all of our archers back on this side are firing on them.
Unlimited power.
Archers. For the king.
Quickly, archers deal with that hero.
It shall be done. Understood.
These Spawn of Slaanesh need to also receive a quick clapping.
Forward. Advance. Pull back.
Alright, these spears are back, thank Oeth.
Ready and eager.
Alright, we'll be a drop recharge on one last time. They got slaughtered, that was perfect.
Understood.
And I think we got him just for army losses. Spirit Leech going down on a useless target. You'd love to see it. We'll have the Reavers hunt down Mintash. That works out gloriously. Get you guys all off of guard mode and we can try to deal with those aspiring champs. Meanwhile, White Lions can attempt to hunt down this lord, but he's on a horse, so
Seal.
highly doubtful. Go ahead and catch you all in just a moment. Right, we go ahead and pull off another victory there. This time we do end up losing a whole unit of spears. I think we did last time too, but those archers got quite a bit of a veterancy there from that fight, which is what we love to see. We'll go ahead and get the
Let
ransom
us
there.
go.
Alright, now the Aggle are moving on in. We can probably just give this one to the auto-resolve as well. Yeah, Yennefer is clapping cheeks over here.
They cannot withstand high magic.
Absolutely not. We'll go ahead and
They'll
force some more
spare
labor.
us.
Oh no, Rebellion of the Broken Teeth? Whatever shall we do? Looks like Dockside has already turned them into, oh no, we just get unlucky.
No.
Alright, well, Desolation of Dagash is going to be in trouble very soon. Sorry, Hashut speaks. Dark energies manifest atop the spires of Zarnagrund, and the Chaos Dwarves gather to answer the call of Hashut. The Great Watu? Calm before the storm? Oh no. Well, at least we're gonna get to see all of them pop off at the same time here. The disgruntled dwarves as well. Now, I'm pretty sure I turned off the Dawi one, but it turns out, nope, that's not good. So now they're all on. Alright, well,
Lady of the Phoenix Court.
that means Rictus is about to get all of the armies. Oh, Trab, what are you up to?
Prince Eltharion.
Thankfully you're in March stance, so we can just move in
Strike
and
them
execute
down.
this army real quick.
I await your orders.
Hello, Mochi. Sure what... She's stuck in the corner. 1 second, let me get her out of the window. Gonna go down. Alright, well hopefully the problem's resolved. Mochi seems like she's feeling a little bit under the weather. So she's sitting up in the lap now. As long as you can be good and not be real loud, you can stay. Alright, so we'll just hand out a couple of these banners. Eltharion looks like he doesn't actually have any magical attacks to start here, so we'll go ahead and hand that over to him. You can hear Mochi in the background. Oh well. Ranger Standard we'll go ahead and give to Cavill, and then our Razor. Really go to anyone. We'll give it to the Doomseekers then. We just have a little bit more weapon strength. Sweet, and water resolve. Glorious. We definitely need the extra replenishment here, especially with everything about to pop off. We've got a couple turns. I think it's 15 turns before things activate.
No weakness.
We'll
Remain vigilant.
estimate low though and say 10. Alright, Cav, we'll go ahead and give you a little bit more speed.
High Elven Archmage.
Yennefer can be renowned and feared.
Shaper of Fate.
And then we'll go ahead and give you hard to hit. You're a grumpy cat. Go get in your bed. There you go. Go chillax. As soon as this recording's done, I'll figure out what's going on with you. Hey, Yorian, you got some really good skills. We'll go ahead and get Apotheosis, Inspiring Presence. Let's go Hand of Glory. Try to keep lads firing their arrows as quickly as possible inside the walls. And then let's do... Resist a Lore Master that's not out running around. Granted, giving him Hearthblood doesn't really hurt. It hurts absolutely nothing. Gilgallion, come over here to Darkhold. Garahus, it is time to go ahead and threaten a little bit, even though Morphinrot's likely about to show up with a huge force of Skaven. Pretty sure here on Legendary they get 2. Basically 2 reduction to their global recruitment time, so they can get a ton of units through local. And then have extremely reduced global as well. Hard to hit, and I actually don't really like... Well, against the Skaven, you want an Eagle's pretty decent. Depending on what kind of mages they're rocking. Can we move in on the Shard Bastion and claim it? Let's look and get a little bit closer.
Hoef sends us.
Our very aggressive defense across Norska here is working so far.
Be prepared.
We can claim Frozen Climate. So this belongs to me now. Thank you kindly,
The
Norskins.
winds of magic guide us. As your might is not free.
Glorious.
Reverse
Phoenix Rising.
spells.
We'll go ahead and immediately pop in the walls and... replenishment building. It's territory we're able to inhabit, so the replenishment should be pretty hefty here already.
Trained by the White Tower.
Rain by the White Tower. Go ahead and give you that last point into Elven Healing, and then we'll probably come up and go through the Mentor tree there. $34,000 gold. Go ahead and upgrade the Promenade of the Desolation of Nagash. Or Nagash, either one. Upgrade the walls there, and then... probably just a good old plaza for controlling gold.
My axe thirsts for war.
We'll see how long we control it anyway. Spite Peak is likely one we should give over to Karazakarak. Actually, let's do that. Stop building up all those goodies here, and then talk to our Dawi neighbors, and we've of course already forgot Spite Peak. 16 positive, 11,000 gold for Spite Peak. There you go.
On Valea's heart.
Enjoy. Masters of Innovation really don't like us. Oh, because we gave a whole settlement to Haggrave. That makes sense. Listen, we did what we had to do. We're not ashamed of it. Kane, can we just go ahead and force you to declare or to join us? You're so close. Let's use a little bit of our intrigue to further our relations here with Attain. it was deteriorating. Never. Same thing there with Eltharion. We have 211. We'll just do one here because it's getting very expensive. We've got so much gold, though. Alright, from here...
Light my path.
Well, we'll just bring Gilgallion back in to join Gyrohus. Can I gain any troops in a single turn through global? Nah, nothing elite, so we shall not. Alright, who has been moved?
Master of high
Ah,
magic.
Lillian.
Seeking a trial.
Let's see what's happening over here at Valea's Sorrow. Oh, hello there, Ulthar.
You're not worth it.
Well, that's gonna be a fight. A battle of the archers and trees versus artillery, which
I'm your doom.
I never enjoy.
I see
Never
the
enjoy that
winds.
duel. Although he may just go straight in after Kraka's Gaul. We'll see. Who else has been moved?
Master of
Vera,
high
of course.
magic.
Oh, she's in March Dance. Thank goodness that was not a combat one. Alright, we do have one more of the
Dread Lord
pirates
of Nagaroth.
wandering on around, and with no artillery ourselves, we want to be a little bit careful.
Be prepared, Asur. Sail
I
on!
still want to be greedy and take all the islands.
We
Alright,
fight
Yorian,
for
you were an
order.
excellent defender. Let's go ahead and give you... actually, some more spears. Although we give you spears that also shoot, which... yes, please. Spears that shoot and have Scurry Away and Ruin Shelter. Oh, is this army finally going to do something? Well, let's see it, Chant.
Displeased with
They shall know suffering.
Oh, you failed. Surprise.
You
That's
have
alright,
use
still gives
of
you some
my
skills.
power.
We will go for Cleanse Corruption. Beautiful stuff. Let's see if we can't pay for any deals with the likes of maybe the Ice Court.
Wittenland can wait. Our meeting cannot.
Really? You're at war with nobody. Peaceful Elspeth. The Ice Court should be in a
Know that I
clown.
can freeze your blood with but a thought.
You're at war with the Ever-Chosen and the Cool. Not a good thought. We can just give you some gifts. We'll also go ahead and send you a medium gift for 7,000.
My rule.
Sure.
My decision.
Enjoy. Reichland, we can kind of do the same thing. They're now the
Greetings
strongest,
from Sigmar.
the strongest empire, huh? 9,000 is their medium gift. Well then, we will just be single-handedly funding order. That's cool. We can do the same thing. Let's get rid of these agreements. Just hand a
Welcome.
gift
What
over
brings you
to
here?
Tyrion here. Not a large one, because we've already done a good bit of buttering up. Look at these armies. He's preparing for the end times, too. I just don't have enough income. Alright, so who else hasn't been moved?
On with the forest.
So Malekith is just kind of posting up here at the Venom Glade. I don't really care about those settlements.
Naturally.
We'd come up here and deal with the Demon Tamer,
Reshaper of
which
forest.
I think we probably should. We'll call no one to help.
The Lord of Murder.
That's alright, they'll join me in time. Iber.
Irresistible.
Wait,
They
he can
must
absolutely
fall.
reach you. Oh, you got so lucky, it's not even funny.
Show them doom.
Sure. Alright then, Lorna. Malekith can only go so far, so what we're gonna do is...
Master of high magic.
They're being really aggressive towards defending some of their settlements here, which very much makes sense. But I'm gonna try to kind of avoid...
Do not tarry.
We'll run through.
Poet sends us.
Larkaron, while being a fantastic province, we just can't keep it protected.
I refuse.
Although Malekith can't reach it this turn because he's channeling. Here's what we'll do.
I have no patience for the fancy folk of Ulthwine.
That's alright, we'll go ahead and give you this settlement.
Kin, sister.
You do not seem to have that much gold. So what if we give it to Avalorn instead? At the very top, huh?
Child of Isha, what do you seek?
Oh, we can't. I give you the Phoenix Gate, though. For 10,000, yeah, you can go ahead and enjoy that one. That's making me no money.
You stand before the mistress of the undying forest.
But we can't give her Clark Haran, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We can go ahead and give it to the sisters. Maybe. Oh yeah, the Wood Elves are the very bottom.
On behalf of the Mage Queen,
You go ahead and
You are
enjoy Clark
welcome.
Haran for that very paltry sum. Back in the negative, we lost our outpost with the
unfathomable
lizards.
knowledge.
Fair enough, I guess.
The men.
Gustav.
Yes, a sound plan.
Go ahead and claim the deadhead Modlist for us. Thank you, sir. We shall first be just looting and occupying. We'll just send him out to the sea then next turn. And we'll give Tlaqua over, or them over to the humans here. Alright, sweet. So Krokar did conquer that last one. Do you have any decent armies that I can yoink away from you this time? This one's not bad. We'll go ahead and request that one in. Alright, perfect. So Baktok is with us. Let's go ahead and bring him through after the Sun Tree Glades, yeah. Can't move too far. That's about as far as we get. Alright, so we'll skip on through all the damages and everything, and we'll end the turn here.
I trust that you too are pledged to safeguard the Waystones.
He may or may not be. In the spirit of harmonious accord, I bid you to agree to my offer. Dude, you're at war with all of the dwarves at the same time. You need to leave. Emmerich single-handedly restarting the War of the Beard. If we were to give this one to the auto-resolve, it would be a rough one. That is so many Slayers. Good grief. She's only on a horse. Got a couple of horsebound nobles as well. Alright, well, we'll pick up the next episode with yet another duel against Karak-Kadrin. Let's see if this one goes a little bit better than the first time. I'm hopeful, but this is still a pretty nasty army. The Goblin Humors being... Just look at that. 3.3 thousand weapon strength. It shoots 38 shots per volley. We just need to deal with them before they get close. Easy. We do have some Dragon Princes of our... that should be pretty decent at dealing with Grudge Throwers. The Goblin Healers being Slayers is pretty scary. This will be fun. Alright, well, into the next one. Thank you all so much for dropping by today's Eltharion the Grim campaign. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throw. See you on the next one.